Curious why people are tuning out of your podcast? I've compiled a list of 5 reasons I believe potential subscribers are tuning out of your podcast. Number 1, many podcasts don't get to the point. They meander around talking about weather in states that the vast majority of their listeners don't live in, will never visit, and might not even reside in the same country as that state or province or what have you. So a ton of podcasts start out super slow, and that low energy just carries on throughout the podcast. I like to start my podcast fast and dump the necessary information that you're going to need within the first 20 seconds, and then we're flowing right into the content. Number 2, there's nothing unique about your podcast. So when I started to pick up steam as a podcaster, I did a podcast on the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show, and there were 19 other podcasts on that topic at that time. There could have ended up being more than that. But we tried to do stuff that made us stand out. So we would do skits. We would do after credits. We would also do outtakes. I've been doing podcast flub up outtakes since around 2007-ish. And we just have a lot of fun with our community. So we do things that are unique to our podcast. It doesn't even have to be a segment. It could just be your charisma, your personality, some unique thing that you do in your podcast that puts a stamp on it and says, this is original. Another problem could be that it's just not produced well. Production doesn't always mean equipment. Production can mean long pauses, can mean thumps and bumps on the microphone and the table, could mean plosives, could mean a number of things that will turn people off and that people will just leave in their podcast. And your results can be indicative of your lack of cutting the fat and cutting out the errors. By the same token, on quality, you don't want to have a microphone and be sitting this far away from it talking like this. I can't tell you how many podcasters do this. Or they'll try to talk into the side of an end-address microphone, something like this, and they'll have it up here like this and thinking it looks cool or something. And you're like, oh my gosh, make it stop. Number 4, a lot of podcasts are focused on the wrong things. So if it's a show about a certain topic, which I hope it is, don't focus on other stuff that your audience does not care about. Keep the train on the tracks. You don't want to talk about stuff that's divisive or nobody cares about. Keep on topic and bring her home into the station. If you like the videos I produce on free podcast tools, please subscribe to the channel. Tons more stuff to come. Share this channel out with other like-minded podcasters or potential podcasters. It would be greatly appreciated. And number 5, I will beat this like a drum. Little to no marketing. Posting every episode on Twitter and Facebook, that's not marketing. Buying ads inside a podcast app where somebody is searching to find podcasts to listen to, that's marketing. Drives me absolutely bonkers to see people with setups better than mine. They'll have a Rodecaster Pro 2 and like 4 Shure SM7B microphones just in case some of their friends come over and stuff. They'll spend thousands of dollars on that stuff. And I'll ask them about marketing, and they just look at me like, what's marketing? Drives me absolutely nuts. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars. You could spend $20. You could spend $10. Just make efforts in your niche to market to people who would be interested in your subject matter. So if there's a blog that covers what you're covering, or there's some site out there, try to see if you can get some cross promotion. Invite them on the podcast. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to tell people that they were on your podcast. But it's got to be the right niche. Don't try to get a celebrity on your show and they don't have anything to do with that niche. Don't waste your time clout chasing. Don't waste your time with vanity metrics. Get into the sub-communities around your specific topic. So get to the point, offer something unique, have really good quality, stay focused on the task at hand and the right things that'll build your brand, and market your podcast. Do those 5 things, and you'll start to see some growth in your podcasting efforts. Because while podcasting is fun, you don't want to just podcast to no one. Everybody I've ever interacted with, no matter how much they say they don't care about audience size, they want to reach somebody, and they should. Or why else are you broadcasting about something if you're not reaching anyone? And there's nothing wrong with wanting to reach people with your podcast, but you just got to go about it the right way. If there's other things that you can think of that would make a podcast more popular that I didn't cover, chime in the comments down below. Operators are standing by, me, ready to respond to your comments. But once again, please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you.